and Miss Dorsey. Okay, and are they pleased or something else?
They are both pleased.
Okay, all right.
We are live and I'm bringing everybody up.
Thank you. All right, the court is calling Deontay Ruff, case number SP 1216281. Deontay Deshaun Ruff, the charge is driver's license never acquired, count 2, no insurance, and SP 1215851, failure to stop at a stop sign, and count 2 of that same ticket, no registration. Mr. Deontay Ruff, if you're in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Deontay Deshaun Ruff.
All right, Mr. Ruff. And who's representing Mr. Ruff?
Good morning, Your Honor. Sharon Payne, P38749, representing Mr. Ruff. Your Honor, we've had an opportunity to pre-try this matter. My client wishes to plead responsible to P1215812 1 and 2 with the limited. There will be an amendment to 1215851 to limited access, and that the city is going to dismiss P1216284 counts 1 and 2, which are misdemeanors. So he will be pleading responsible to the failing to stop at a stop sign, no registration, and the failing to stop at a stop sign will be amended to limited access 60 and a 55. He's been advised of his trial rights. We have discussed this matter and he wishes to take advantage of the plea. Isn't that correct, Mr. Ruff?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ruff. I think we've gone through this before and you told me that you are agreeing to participate on the Zoom proceeding. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
And now you understand that for the plea of responsible, sir, I do not need to swear you in, but I will need you to plead responsible pursuant to the information in ticket number 58151 on the date, the time, and location indicated in that ticket. Did you fail to stop at a stop sign in the
Yes.
city of Detroit, sir? Thank you. And that matter is being amended to limited access 60 to 55 miles an hour and count 2 of that same ticket. At the same time, at the same location, on that same date, did you fail to have a valid registration, Mr. Ruff?
Yes.
All right. Are you satisfied, Ms. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will accept the responsible plea as to those 2 civil infractions. We will dismiss the other 2 matters previously read into the record. For the charge of failure to stop at a stop sign, the fine, sir, is $130. Oh, I'm sorry, that's being amended to limited access.
Right.
So let's see if that makes a difference with the fine.
125, Your Honor.
Pardon?
125 for limited
125.
access.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And then for no registration.
That's 105.
Okay, great. 125 and 105.
230.
Okay, good. All right. No, that's 230.
Right.
Maybe,
My client currently is unemployed and is being supported at home. We would request time to pay those in excess of 14 days.
Okay, Mr. Ruff, you're unemployed, sir?
yes, ma'am.
Are you high school graduate?
Actually, no.
What high school did you go to?
Central.
Wait a minute, is this a Trailblazer Day? I just had
Yeah.
somebody else from Central. And that Central High School is also my high school, Mr. Ruff. So how far did you go in Central?
I actually went all the way to the 12th where I had just a couple more credits to do in summer school, but I had a death. My grandma had passed, and school was just thinking, my brain was just getting kind of too hard. So I just stopped going.
Sir, if you only had 2 more credits, that's a shame that you would
I had,
waste
I
all
had
that.
like 3.5 to go.
You had 3.5 average, Mr. Ruff?
No, not my grade average, like a 3.5 credits to get.
Oh, okay. Well, I think you should look into, Mr. Ruff, trying to get your GED. And I think you could do that through Wayne County Community College, but we will give you time to pay, Mr. Ruff. There, every time I go outside, I see job openings and availability. So there's something that you can do. And meanwhile, the more credentials you have, the better it's going to be for you. So you should look into getting your GED, but we will give you, we'll give you 60 days, 60 days to pay. And Mr. Ruff, you should be able to get some kind of employment in that time frame, I hope. But
Oh, I will.
look into getting your GED. I mean, trailblazers, sir, we got more.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
We got a
I'm
lot of
trying.
trailblazers. We rule the world. All right, sir. Okay, thank you, Mr. Ruff. Any other questions?
No, that'd be all.
All right, sir, you may disconnect from the hearing. And the court is calling Ms. Dorsey.
Correct.
All right, and Ms. Dorsey is case number SP 121-75851. Rihanna Brooklyn Dorsey, the charge is improper license. Also, SP 121-75451. This is the accident case, 361 it was written as, and count 2 of that same ticket was no registration, and count 3 of that ticket, no proof of insurance. Ms. Dorsey, if you're in the virtual courtroom, please say your name for the record.
Rihanna Dorsey.
Thank you. And again, Ms. Payne, your representation for Ms. Dorsey.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Sharon Payne, P38749, representing Ms. Dorsey. Your Honor, we've had an opportunity to pre-try this case, and the offer from the city attorney is if Ms. Dorsey pleads responsible to ticket P121-75451. They will dismiss without prejudice with stipulation of probable cause the remaining tickets, which are P121-7545 counts 2 and 3, and P121-75851. Ms. Dorsey understands her constitutional rights, her trial rights, and she wishes to plead responsible to that ticket, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Dorsey. You've heard the representation of your lawyer. And are you in agreement with that representation?
Yes.
We did go through the issues that gave you concern earlier today. And Ms. Dorsey, I just need to know, are you clear now on what your plea of responsible will mean today?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so I do not need to go through swearing you in for a civil infraction. This will be a civil infraction. It is a civil infraction. And we previously heard what the facts were regarding this case and the red light that you didn't know whether it was stable or blinking at the time. And there was a police report, and I think your attorney has shared what that report said with you, correct?
Yes.
And so, Ms. Dorsey, are you now pleading responsible to the ticket ending in 175451, which indicates on the date, the time, and the location indicated in that ticket that as a result of your running or misjudging the red light, an accident was caused in the city of Detroit by you. Is that correct? Are you pleading responsible to that, ma'am?
Yes, I am.
All right. And Ms. Payne, are you satisfied?
I am satisfied, Your Honor.
The court will accept the responsible plea. We will also accept the recommendation to dismiss the remaining matters previously read into the record. The fine is $170. Madam Clerk, am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so $170 for a civil infraction. 14 days is the time frame
Your Honor,
for payment.
my client, while she's employed as a server, she would request additional time to pay.
Okay. And how much time would you need for that payment? Ms. Dorsey, would 30 days be sufficient or do you need more time than that?
30 days is fine.
Okay, ma'am, we'll give you 30 days and you know you can pay that online, 36districtcourt.org, online on the DivDat app. I think there is a kiosk in the lobby of the courthouse that you can also pay your fines and costs at. Any other questions, Ms. Dorsey?
No, I don't have any more questions.
Okay. All right then, ma'am, you may disconnect from the hearing. I'm glad we were able to resolve this to your satisfaction today. Thank you so much, Ms. Payne. Thank you. Is there anything else to come before the court before we log off of the live stream? If not, Madam Clerk, if you would disconnect from the live stream